Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Satisfactory. I regret to say that when I first started recording, I did not realize my mic wasn't working. Granted, it doesn't take me long to figure it out. So, but I just wanted to make sure I came in here and said hello to you all. With that being said, enjoy the show, and I will see all of you shortly. There's also we need to figure out which one of these we're gonna make. Probably this one. And we also need to set up for this one. And we need to set up for this one. And for all of these. So let's start with this and figure out what all we need. And then this one will be this. And then this one's going to be computers. Actually, set up one more because we're gonna need one for we need to do supercomputers, so we need to figure out how many we need to make that. But then we've also got these that we're gonna make, where one of these is gonna be making cooling systems. One of these is going to be making fused modular frames. And we've also are going to be making turbo motors. So we need to figure out how many of all these things we're going to be making. So like, say for instance, I want to set up a machine to be able to make two of these, to make two turbo motors. So set up two manufacturers. That means I'll need to set up enough machines to make twice what this is saying. So I would need to make 15 cooling systems per minute, or what would this be? 7.5 radio control units per minute, and 15 motors per minute, and 90 rubber per minute. Which these only work at 6 per minute. But I'm not going to do that for now. I'll just set up one of these and one of these and one of these. So let's take some quick notes real quick. So let's see here. So for supercomputers, we have 1.875 per minute as an output. For input, We have computers at 7.5 per minute. We have AI limiters at 3.75 per minute. We have high speed connectors at 5.625 per minute. And then we have plastic at 52.5 per minute, which the plastic is the one that I don't have a lot. Like, I need to set up more of that over there. Alright, but because supercomputers are going to be based off computers, I don't really need to worry about setting standards up for this one. High-speed connectors are the same. Heavy modular frames are going to be based off fused modular frames. These produce 2.813 per minute. These only use 1.5 per minute. So, and this is cooling systems, 7.5 per minute, but it only makes 6, so I'll probably set up 2 blenders making 12 per minute so that I can have enough of this. But then we have turbo motors. Sorry, I'm just making notes in my notepad so that I can keep track of what all I need. Output at 1.875 per minute. Input, we have cooling system at 7.5 per minute. We have radio control unit at 3.75 per minute. Motors at 7.5 per minute. And rubber at 45 per minute. All right. And this one, fused modular frames. We'll see. Anyways, what we're gonna do Let's see how this is all looking down here now that it's been running for a little bit. Let's see here. It's a normal merger. Maybe I should do a priority merger. Let's see here. You know what? Yeah, let's set up some priority mergers just to make sure everything's working properly. So that one will be the higher priority. And we'll do the same thing right here. Same thing here. Let me go follow this belt back real quick because I feel like there's something wrong. That'll do it right there. Now that belt should fill up a bit better. Kind of cleaning up a little bit. All right, let's see here. So, all right, we're going to leave this floor open for now because this floor is reserved for processing ingots. So, what we're going to do we're getting a nice amount of copper powder at least. So there's that. Let's see here. Let's go to walls, basic walls. Joink. Alright, now, how high do we want this to be? 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll make it 6. So right now it's 3, so we'll go up 3 more. And now let's see here. We'll grab some stations. We'll just start throwing down a bunch of them. All right, now I need more plates. All right. So, let's see here. Need more concrete and more plates. So we'll go ahead and just grab some plates real quick. Got what? 300 on me, so grab that many. And now we'll go grab some concrete. We'll do that. we go through and build another floor. So many foundation pieces. All right. Now then. Let's see here. So, turbo motors. Turbo motors require all this. All right. So, most of these will actually not be made on this floor. But I need to figure out what all we need for it. So, like the motors that are made in here are going to be made out of this. Rotors, and I think I said I was going to do the quick wire stators instead of the normal stators. because I'll actually get more stators out of this. But these will be made on this floor. Alright, but to make those, I'm going to need to make motors as well. These will be made on the next floor up. So like we're on floor 3 right now. So this will be this. But then this is going to be floor 4. With this one being on floor 5. Yeah, that sounds about right. So, first floor is processing raw materials. Second floor is the process of the raw materials, or process of the ingots. So second floor, so first floor is process of raw materials. Second floor is process of ingots. Third and fourth floor will be, third floor will be the process into the next step. Fourth floor even further, and then the fifth floor will be these big things. So, but in order to make one turbo motor, we need to have 7.5 motors per second, which is going to require 2 of these. And really, I'm probably going to do 3 of these so that I have excess. And if I'm going to have 3 of these, I'm going to need... So these require 10 rotors per minute. These only make 4 per minute. If I'm making 3 of these, that's 30. And with the fact that... So I may do 4 then, just so I can keep everything. Well, no, it'll be alright. So, I'm going to need 7.5, so I'm going to need 8 of these to keep up with this. So, now let's grab a blueprint designer. Where are we going to put this bad boy at? I need 8 of these. Two, 3, 4. Two, 3. I'm missing rotors down to make these things. Alright, tell you what. Let's just come over here. Set it up about like this. Yeah, sure. Right there works. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Also, just realized these require 8 of these is going to require 800 screws per minute, but the most that my belt can bring up here is 780. Which actually will be okay if I use if I set one of them to 50%. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll set one of these to 50%. All right. The other one rods times 2 times 8, 160, so I can get by with a, I might have to use a tier 3 belt. All right. The other one is going to be a tier 5 belt. Alright, outputs. Just gonna grab a bunch of mergers. Alright. And then we grab a smart splitter. It's gonna go right about here. Industrial storage will go right here. Nope, not that. Awesome sink will go right there. Overflow that way. Eight times 4 is what? 36. So, but there's the rotors. Now I just need to connect all of these down here. Right. So you need to get rods and screws up here. There we go. Alright, so this one is a Mach 3. And then this one is a Mach 5. So, what we're going to do, for this at least, we're going to grab a smart splitter. I don't have the rotors. Let me go see if I've got any over here. Maybe I do. These were all making rotors, but they're all empty, so I might not have many rotors over here. Might get lucky. No. And hey, I got one. That's all I needed. Yep, that's all I needed was one. Oh, it's because those aren't using any iron. Those aren't running. That's why all those lights are yellow. I got confused for a second. Alright, up we go. Oh, wait, I need to go back down a floor. Down to here. All the way down to here to the screws. Grab a smart splitter. Slap that bad boy right there. That one will be overflow. This one will be any. And then we grab a Mach 5 lift. Bring it up to here. Turn it that way. And then we grab a Mach 5 conveyor belt. Bring it down to here. Slap him into there. Yep, and we've got screws coming in. Alright, now we just need to do rods, which are these guys. So, just grab a Mach 3 belt or lift, bring it up to right here. And then we'll just Alright, try this again. Oh, I need to upgrade all those ones to mine too. There we go. I was wondering, I was like, why does it feel like it's moving slower than it should? That's why. Alright. Well, here's the rotors. So, we have those going. All right. Well, next we shall work on getting Caterium ore over here. So we'll bring in the Caterium ore that's over there, as well as the Caterium ore that's down there, and bring it up here and process it. Because there's actually different ways to process the Caterium ore. It's just, do I want to do tempered Caterium ingot or do it the normal way? I kind of want to do the tempered one because I get more out of it, but I'd have to route petroleum coke over here as well. So we will think about that next time. But for now, this is where we will call it. We got rotors up and going. It's not like we're making an insane amount of them, but we're making enough for what we need, plus a little extra. So with that being said, I hope all of you enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see all of you again next time. Take care, everybody. Toodaloo.